Okay, this is a leather stropping board. We sourced this hide specifically from a location in Mexico due to its microcrystalline structure, which makes it perfect for honing or leather stropping knives. There's two sides to these boards that we sell. One is a rough leather and one is a fine leather, basically a smoother leather. What you'll do is you'll take your 15,000 grit. We also make a 30,000 grit diamond honing compound. You'll rub it in your hands, 30 seconds to a minute. Get it warm, pop off the cap, and it's just a lipstick, and it comes out like a lipstick. And then you coat your first initial coat. You'll coat very thoroughly over the entire piece of rough leather only, not the fine side, just the rough side. You'll coat that real good. This tube should last you a lifetime. There's quite a bit in there, and you don't need that much once you get your initial heavy coat on. And you're going to take your knife. We've discussed what a flat grind knife is, and you're going to lay it flat on the leather strop, completely flat. And since this has a secondary bevel, you're going to tilt it up until it catches on that bevel, till it fills that bevel, and you'll feel it. Lock your wrist, which means keep this wrist in one specific locked position with that bevel, that secondary bevel. Bring your knife back 10 times. Maintaining that edge on that secondary bevel. And you'll do this stroke 10 times. Now you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. It's just a nice, even to that bevel stroke. Once you do it 10 times that way, you reverse it. Now we're going to go away from us. We're going to lay it flat. We're going to bend it back to, pull it back to that secondary bevel, and then we're going to do our 10 times this way. Once you do your 10, you're going to do 9 and 9, then 8 and 8, then 7 and 7, 6 and 6, all the way down to 1. And once we get to 1, this is on the rough side, once we get to 1, we're going to go 1 and 1. We're going to do that 10 times. And I'll explain how that works and why you do this. So as you're stropping this, what you're actually doing is along this edge, which you can't see because it's very, very small, you're actually rolling the metal away, creating little spurs all along that. So when you do it 10 times, work your way down to 9 one way, 9 the other way, 8, 8. You're making those smaller and smaller burrs. When you get down to 1, your pressure lightens up a little bit, and you're making those super, super fine. After you've done that 10 to 1 and 1 10 times on the rough side, you flip the board over and you apply no compound to the fine side, the smooth side of the leather, and you do the same process. 10, we're just showing you here, we're not actually doing it, and then 10 the opposite way, 9 and 9. Now remember, once you find that secondary bevel, once you lay it flat, bring it up to the secondary bevel, lock your wrist in position so that you maintain that bevel. You never want to cut into the leather, you'll literally just destroy the strop. And we're going to do it 10 times, then 9 times, then we're going to go to 1 and 1, which is finishing that edge. And you should end up with a knife that just cuts paper like nobody's business. And that, Andrew, is how you hone a knife.